podcast. You know what it is. You know what we're here to do. Back in studio today. Beautiful Austin, Texas. I'm with the boys. We got B to my left. We got Bali here to my right. Primo off camera controlling everything that's happening behind the scenes. Shout out to the back room office. We let a couple people go. Had to do some cuts. It is what it is. Maybe that's what Austin FC is also doing. But boys, how are you doing, B?
I'm doing good, man. Today's Sunday here with y'all. And yeah, man, it's all right. It's been a good weekend. Friday at the game, disappointing. We'll talk about it, but just disappointment that day. I did go out with the Mazatlan after party just to see what the vibe was. Got way too lit, but hey, we're here.
How was it? How was that? Because some people wanted to know.
Yeah, I mean, they had the music going. People
same
were dancing.
Same music.
Same banda. That
the
same banda was
okay.
there, brother. So
it was a great banda.
It was great, but obviously, disappointed on the result, and and we're here to talk about it, bro.
Yeah, we're here to talk about that exactly. But first, I want to introduce Bali. Bali, how are you doing, mate?
I'm doing great. Doing awesome. Great weekend.
We got a lot to talk about, me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, me and you.
I mean, that's why we're here, right?
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Primo, how are you doing, mate?
I'm doing okay. It's a good weekend so far.
I like the fit. Very fit looking.
Yeah,
You still sober too, bro?
I'm still sober, bro.
Nice.
No alcohol.
Must be nice.
Nice.
No alcohol.
Nice. That's good to hear,
I
man.
went to the movies the weekend.
Ooh.
What'd you see, Oppenheimer or Barbie?
I saw Barbie, bro.
Bro, you lying?
No, he's not
Nah.
lying.
I haven't seen either one. But
So what did you go see?
Yeah, what'd you go see?
no, I'm just playing. I didn't go to the movies.
Oh. What?
This
Fucking
guy.
Bobby's hurt, bro.
This guy.
played
I
us.
gotta go see Oppenheimer,
This
bro.
guy.
I have to go. Have y'all seen it?
Oppenheimer,
No, I
heard
haven't
it's
seen
good.
it.
Ah, man, it's 3 hours long though.
It's 3 hours long. That's the
I'm gonna
problem.
have to sneak in some
That's the
buzz balls or
problem.
something,
I heard to take some coffee.
Coffee?
Yeah, I
I'm
heard to
taking
take
some
some
buzz
coffee.
balls, brother.
Some Four Locos, yeah.
I'm taking some buzz balls in there.
It might be a good film to watch in the morning. Drink some
Really?
coffee in there. Maybe take a C4 with you in there too.
Fedora too. Rock fedora.
No, please, no. Now, real quick, I want to plug in the watch party that's going to be coming up for the Dallas game. Was it August 26th, B?
Yes, sir.
We're going to be at the Walnut Creek Pub. So August 26th, if you want to come watch the game with us at Walnut Creek Pub, you're more than welcome to come check it out. More details are going to be released soon, but you heard it here from us. Well, you're more than welcome to join us. Have a beer with us, maybe 3 or 4 or 5.
Turn up, everybody.
Responsibly, though.
Yeah.
Responsibly.
I mean, this is the first time we've kind of really, I guess the official announcement, more content, more stuff to come out about it later. But yeah, August 26th.
Yep.
And it's the Copa Texas clash between Dallas. So, we can be Copa Texas champions once again. So come kick it with us, Walnut Creek Pub. So more information to be coming.
It'll be interesting, too, if we can have like a live Twitter space.
We got a lot
You
of
know what I'm
stuff
saying?
planned.
We should.
We got a lot of stuff
we can have a
planned for you
live
guys.
Twitter space. Now, on the note of Twitter space, before we get into the episode, I want to address something with this guy right here to my right, Bali ATX, called me out on the Twitter space saying that I had some fault, saying that I was spreading false hope. And Bali, I just wanted to say that you couldn't be more wrong, brother. And I do want to say this. I don't want to attack you.
Right off the bat, we're just...
I want to have a good episode, right? And on that note, just to show you some love, mate, I got you a gift.
Sheesh, what is it? What is it? A ver. Show the camera. What is that? It's red. It's a kit.
What you got?
What is this, bro? What is this, man? Stop playing with me, bro.
I want
Playing
peace, mate.
You want peace, bro?
I
What
want
is
peace.
that? What is that?
You know I don't want peace.
I want peace.
What is this?
It's
Okay,
red.
okay,
Let me see, US
okay.
What? Yeah, 3 lions.
My England jersey that
Yeah.
I rightly deserved because I won. Because I won, right?
Wait a second.
It's true.
From when? From the
World Cup
The
game.
World Cup.
Oh,
World Cup.
damn. We're just
Yeah,
now.
You
yeah.
like it?
Y'all are about
Yeah.
4 or 5 months, late, but
like
you know,
7, 8, maybe.
I
You like
I
it?
do love it, bro. And I appreciate.
All right. Now, can you say sorry now?
you?
So,
I would really appreciate it.
damn, Bali's on the spot right
Sorry,
All right. Thank you.
sorry.
He
Thank
doesn't
you, man.
even mean that, bro.
Perdóname.
He does mean it. He does. Mean it.
Perdóname.
Now, all right. Let's get into the episode, boy, because we got a lot to talk about tonight as Bali admires the red England jersey that he got gifted here on the Top Flight Pod. Hey, guys. Let's take a quick break to talk to you about our newest sponsor, Packley. We are thrilled to introduce our esteemed sponsor, Packley, the creator of artisan super snacks that combine flavor, nutrition, and joy. Packley, which means joy in the language of the Aztecs, brings the essence of joy to every bite. These snacks are handmade using the best organic ingredients available. Packley starts with a mix of puffed ancient grains, essential amino acids, fiber, and vitamins, dried fruits, and a delicious range of chocolates, creating a unique eating experience that delights your taste buds.
To share the joy of Packley with all of you, we have an exclusive offer. When you visit their website at packleyfoods.com and use discount code WAATV at checkout, you'll receive a fantastic 10% off discount on your entire purchase. We want to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to all of our listeners. Each purchase you make from Packley not only brings you delicious snacks, but also supports our show. We are immensely grateful for your support.
Thank you once again for supporting our show. More information in the description below. Now, let's get back to the show.
And of course, the first thing we're going to talk about, as usual, is the overall thoughts on the match. ATX versus Mazatlan, 3-1 defeat. First game in the League's Cup for Austin FC ends up in a disaster. Overall thoughts on the match. I'll start off with you, B, because I know Bali is still probably his heart's racing right now.
Leagues Cup disaster, bro. That's what I named the fan reactions. They're out now, by the way. If you're listening, go check them out. Homie on the fan reactions, he said Violet 2.0. And I kind of wanted to name it that way, but what a disaster game. The worst team in Mexico. Not saying that by any means, but just looking at the table in general from last season, they are the bottom of the league in Mexico. So to lose to them in this fashion was just a disaster, bro. I mean, the first half was complete snooze fest. I mean, it could be wiped off the existence of any data, anything. First half was just complete boring. Dude, my brother had the Messi game going Miami Cruzul while we were watching the first. I'm like, and then we get lucky with a penalty. Diego buries it, and then right off the bat we can see it again, and it's just been a disaster, bro. I mean, to me, this game, what tells me the most is with no Dani, no Drusi, we're nothing. We're nothing but a shell. And I think this game highlights just how big and important Dani and Drusi are to this team. And Rodo has a lot of work to do because we have to be a team that can compete and rotate. We have to be a team that can compete against the bottom teams and rotate. And at this point, we cannot. Unless we play full strength, then we can't compete. And to me, we got to fix that.
Bali, number one, thank you for the apology. Thank you, mate.
No, thank you.
Because I have taken the fall for you with some players
No.
multiple times, mate.
I understand.
You really
All right.
got to age, Bali.
You really got to me.
You've been thinking about you, bro.
No,
Because there's been bridges that have been burned that I can't rebuild because I've taken your side, mate.
Okay. And I appreciate that. And there will be many more bridges that you will have to burn, because of me. But I'm sorry to tell you that, you're my guy, I love you, but
we just got to back Bali.
Yeah,
we got to back Bali.
bro. I mean, yeah.
It's just
it is what it
is. It's just the truth, man. The truth. About the result. What do you want me to say, man? Just embarrassing once again. Mazatlan. They proved that they wanted it more. They showed more fight, more desire, and they came on and they slapped us around. They scored great goals, by the way.
Golazos,
great
bro.
finishes, by the way. I wish some of our players
Curlers.
Yep.
finished like that.
We got that in our locker room.
You think so?
Bro. We just haven't got those looks.
I don't think so. But man, I'm very, very sad about the result. And I go on Twitter and I see the frustration by the fans, and I also get on Twitter and I see Mexican fans, just making fun of us, clowning us.
The energy on the space was different.
Yeah,
I gotta say, it was.
very
I feel
toxic.
like everybody was. I wouldn't call it toxic. I would just say maybe a bit frustrated.
Yeah. Everyone's upset right now, and it's very, very hard. And fans clash, and it happens.
Not everyone though.
Not everyone.
Brad on the fan reactions.
Loved it.
Homie Brad.
Loved it.
He said he wasn't losing any sleep, bro.
No sleep.
Yeah.
Now I have something in the notes here later on that note, but real quick, I want to just have a quick lineup discussion before we get into some of the match highlights. Was it the right lineup? Is one of my main questions, and did we take it seriously with the names that were on the field? I know that leading up to the match, Josh Wolf had dropped the quote that was released by the Striker Soccer News. Shout out to Phil and Manny; they're the ones that had that article out where Josh Wolf was saying that he was going to field the best players that we had available. That he was going to field what he thought was going to be the best team to face Mazatlan. it kind of hinted at him going all out for the Leagues Cup. And I think that Josh Wolf said something on that note saying like, hey, I'm going to go all out for Leagues Cup. We're going to try to win it. John Gallagher, even via Area Sports Network, he had a video interview where he was like, well, we're going to try to win it. So that's kind of the mindset around Austin FC, that they were going to try to go for it. And then I want to ask y'all if the lineup that was on the field, was it the right ones?
I think it matches what Wolf said, bro. He said he's going to try to put the best thing he can available. Obviously, no Dani, no Drusi.
Obviously, no Dani, no Drusi.
So,
I feel like that got lost.
bro, if I were to tell y'all, right, if I were to tell you before the game, hey, make me a lineup, the best possible lineup you personally can make without Dani and Drusi, I think that this is the lineup that we would have come up with. Maybe Gallagher in for Adam.
Yes,
right?
That's Josh Wolf hinted at them being mindful of his busy
Exactly.
schedule coming back from All-Star.
So this is what we got. If we with no Dani, no Drusi, I think this matches what he said that he was gonna do, bro.
Yeah. Bali, anything you want to add on that, the lineup discussion real quick?
No, I mean this lineup is, I mean, it should have been good enough to beat Mazatlan.
Shut up, bro.
I mean, you have Ethan Finley there who starts for us. You have a player like Diego Fagundes.
Timothy Finley, bro.
Yeah.
Timothy.
You have our starting back line is basically all there except for our all-star of John Gallagher.
Yeah.
So I mean that squad should have done the work, and they just didn't. They went out there and they showed nothing.
Now, real quick, some match ratings. We had Adam Blankovic with a 6.3 match rating. Kip Keller with a 5.9, pretty low for Kippy. 6.0 for Julio Cascante, which is not much different than what Kip Keller had. Stuber with a 4.8. I think some criticism has to go to Stu in this game. We're going to get to that here in a bit when we talk about the goals. Nick Lima with a 5.7. Maybe a bit of a poor game from him, looking at the numbers. These ratings are from FootMob. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, FootMob. Shout out to Primo. And then moving forward, we had Joan Valencia that had a 7.0 match rating. A yellow card. He picked it up. Now, I've been seeing a lot more confidence in Johan with the ball at his feet. I see him being able to kind of be Dani-esque and receive the ball facing our goal and to be able to turn around and break one line and make a pass. I've been seeing that a lot more from him. And that's something that I've been asking of Valencia kind of, because lately he's just been a guy that either just passes the ball right back where it came from or just sideball FC. You know what I'm saying? We need him to turn around, move forward with the ball, just like Dani, because Dani's the only guy that can turn around and move forward to break one or two lines, sets up the ball, just like Diego. Remember that beautiful goal against Minnesota? 1-0. Dani broke that line completely. So shout out to Johan, been more creative, but that's also coming with the minutes that he's also getting. Owen Wolf with a 5.6. A lot of criticism was given to him, especially for Mazatlan's second goal, if I'm not mistaken. The second goal.
Yeah.
He gets a 5.6. Diego Fagundes 7.9 match rating. He gets the penalty goal. Ethan Finley 7.3. Rodney Redes with a 6.7. I think he played all right. And then Zardis, a big injury blow at 6.1. Now, B, is there anything you want to touch up on from the lineup? Any individual?
Look, no one took initiative, bro. Dani takes initiative, bro. Drusi takes initiative, bro. If the ball isn't being moved correctly, then Dani falls in. Give me the ball. Let me go forward and create something. Or Drusi comes in. Drusi comes in and asks for the ball at feet and let me create something. No one took initiative. I think that falls either on Diego and Valencia. I think Valencia has to take initiative and provide a little bit of creativity. Maybe that's not part of his game. Maybe he likes to be more of a defensive midfielder. So what? Okay, then it falls on Diego. He scores a penalty, but to me the ball was being moved around from Kip to Cascante, Cascante to Lima, Lima back to Cascante, Cascante to Kip to Adam. Maybe Redes comes in, he drops it to Redes, but then Redes drops it right back to Kip Keller, going back to Cascante, and that was it. Just going like this, and there was no initiative, no creativity. That was lacking, bro. That was lacking. That's what I noticed the most.
I get your take, B, but I would argue that Diego Fagundes was really the only one putting the team on his back in this game. Ethan Finley also played well. Just things didn't go as planned or as expected. Maybe the ball didn't go into the back of the net.
But when you say that, put him on the team on his back, at what point was there a point where Fagundes comes in, gets the ball, pushes forward, and creates some sort of far from the Finley shot? That's it in the whole first half. I mean, to me, that if it was Diego Fagundes going and having multiple, I forgot where I heard this, but it stuck with me. it seemed like we did it. It seemed like we weren't trying, bro.
Okay.
It seemed like we weren't trying. It seemed like the team wasn't trying. It was just such a poor first half, bro.
Honestly, those three guys that have above 7.0 match rating, which is Finley, Fagundes, and Johan, those are the three guys that, for me personally, I think they had a good game yesterday.
Yeah, the okay game.
I think they had okay because we
No
obviously lost.
one had a good
We obviously
game.
lost.
Yeah.
You're right.
had
You're
a
right.
good
Correct.
game. No
My
one had a
bad.
good game.
Correct. They had a decent game enough for us to get the win. But Ethan Finley had some chances that he should have put away.
Yeah.
We gotta obviously
A
point that
chance.
out. He had
Yeah,
maybe
he did.
one solid chance, maybe one half chance, right? And he also had one that we're gonna talk about right now where he could have picked out Diego.
Yeah,
free,
he should've,
and he didn't get to him. But you know what? Let's just actually roll right into the match highlights. And this one is gonna be a bit unfortunate. Starting off with a bit of a sad note. Minute 15, Zardes goes down with an injury, goes straight into the locker room. We were thinking, is this gonna be tough? Is this gonna be a simple injury? What's going on? Maybe it's just stress on him. He's been playing an insane amount of minutes for his age, but he's been great for us. He's been really good for us. And then we get this quote from Josh Wolf later on in the press conference. He goes on to say, Jossie has an adductor. The likelihood is that it's going to take time. Maxi Urruti's in a similar space. Dani Pereira, it's an AC joint, right? So, B, I want to get your thoughts on what was going through your mind when Jossie's artist goes down. We're thinking, oh, shoot, our main guy is out.
Yeah, I mean, look, he obviously took a little bit to get going, but then he got going. He started scoring goals, and before this injury, we talked about it in the episode before. Who's our number 9? It's him. We already know who falls in line. It's him, then Moxie, and then Bruin. But Moxie's gonna have to step up now. It's his. This is gonna be his time to shine and to come and produce for us any goals or anything that he can for us. So, unfortunate. He was scoring goals. He was getting better for us, and now he's out. But
Top scorer for us right now.
Yeah, next man up, Moxie. Come on.
Interesting. Now, moving forward, this one was actually one of the only chances that we had, clear on the night, and it was Ethan Finley's chance. It was a setup by John Valencia. Primo, my screen is acting up. See if you can get it on your screen, mate, if possible. The Ethan Finley chance, but we can talk about it here. Ethan Finley with the best chance of the night so far for Austin FC gets set up on the right side by John Valencia. A free shot on goal, but he needed to add a whip to it. He doesn't really get it on it. It goes right to the keeper. Maybe the keeper gets the right way, even the right altitude on that. He makes an easy save. Diego clearly frustrated in the middle of the box at the penalty spot because Diego obviously thought that he was in a better position to score, and honestly, he was. We were looking at the highlights before we hit record. Right now, the highlights on my screen are acting up, but Diego Fagundes clearly in a better position. But Bali, I want to get your thoughts on that goal that we missed.
I mean,
The chance.
The chance.
it was an opportunity. Maybe if stuff happens and Ethan makes the pass, and maybe we score, and maybe we're sitting here, we're laughing and we're enjoying the W. But the reality is that it didn't happen and we lost the game. But it was just one opportunity. We were poor all over the game. It was such a boring game, bro.
I don't think it was boring.
it was
bro.
boring.
I don't think
First
it was
half
boring.
was insanely
I'm
boring.
not getting that.
First half
I'm
was
not getting
insanely
that.
boring.
First half was insanely boring. Second half,
Nobody
we
just-
went for it. Honestly.
No fight. The players weren't interested at all.
It didn't-
I don't think so.
Maybe they were, but it didn't seem
You can
like
see
they
the
were,
Mazatlan
bro.
player just fighting for every ball. You can see that they wanted it more. You could just see it, man.
Those touches, the Mazatlan touches, just the swagger to their play a little bit, just the shots, the quality of the shots, the
Ethan's
quick
chance
feet.
coming up.
It just seems like
There it is right here. Look, there it is right here. Shout out to Primo. He was able to get it for us. We can just talk about it real quick. John Valencia gets there, waiting for the run by Ethan. Ethan makes the run. Fagu is by himself, and he's telling Ethan, I'm open. I'm here.
What minute is it, bro? What minute is
Minute
that?
40.
39.
Minute 40, bro.
Minute 40.
We're talking about the
mean-
one chance that we had our game, and it's in minute 40. And to me, that
It also, okay, on that, important to note that our leading scorer, Jazzy Zardes, goes down in minute 15.
Yeah, but
you
then
don't think that affects chances?
Finley squares that ball to Diego. It's not an automatic goal. It's not an automatic goal, bro.
It's pretty much
okay,
an automatic
but Diego
goal
has
there,
to take
mate.
that chance.
You don't think Diego kills it right there?
I fancy him to score it, but we
Maybe.
don't know, bro.
Oh
I
my
fancy him
days!
to score it. I fancy him to
Look,
score it.
I mean,
But we
look,
don't know, bro.
Okay, look, what if
That's a
Ethan,
goal 100%,
what if Ethan
bro.
does make the pass and Diego scores? Okay, Look, when we tied the game at Mazatlan, it took Mazatlan 2 minutes, and they went and they scored on us. You know, they could have done it
reaching.
again.
I feel like we're reaching.
All right,
I
here.
mean,
all
it was
right.
a horrible game. I mean,
Minute
reaching.
48. Mazatlan goal. A cross in the box from the left side, bounces in the box after Cascante gets a weird header on it, doesn't really clear it. I think it bounces off of the Mazatlan forward that's contesting the ball along with Julio. Valencia makes a poor schoolboy tackle attempt at the player and the ball. He misses completely, and then Diego kind of just arrives to it just a tad bit late. It doesn't get there enough to put pressure on the guy. The Mazatlan player, by the name of Coleman, if I'm not mistaken, he curls it around Brad Stuver. Couldn't do anything about it. We see the play happening here.
Great finish, by the way.
Look at that. Poor clearance by Julio.
Yeah.
Could have gone with it with his feet.
Quick feet, quick shot, boom.
And just
right
a great
there.
finish.
Just
What
that
a
quickness
finish.
and with his feet,
That's a great
bro.
finish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He
No,
didn't
play-
try to. He didn't
players
try to
standing
eye
around.
it. He didn't try to look at the
Yeah.
goal. He already knew the goal in his head. He knew where it needed to go. It was just quickness, his feet to get the shot
Lucky
off.
also.
I mean, and
lucky bounce too. We
Yeah.
got to be real. I mean, lucky that Julio's cross goes to the Mazatlan player. Look at that. It's just
Yeah, the
it's just
opportunity
shitty.
was luck, but the
It's
finish
just
was not.
terrible.
I mean,
It's
finish was
terrible
not.
for Austin
It's,
FC.
it's just players. It's just ball watching, and not focused. And and what I noticed the most is when that goal goes in, just heads go down. No leader, no anything, man. It's just so frustrating right now.
I mean,
bro,
bro,
honestly.
you got to
It's just so what?
You gotta give him flack, bro. But you know what? Moving forward, minute 60, which is the highlight we have on screen. Ethan Finley wins a PK for Austin FC. Now, very questionable. The Mazatlan player clips Ethan Finley in the box. Light contact. Was it soft? The ref goes to VAR and he counts it. I want to start off with you, B.
Yeah.
Was this a soft penalty?
Yeah, it was soft. It was a soft penalty. I get it. I get the decision. There's contact. If you're looking at the penalty by the rule book, is there contact?
Follow-up
check?
question.
Yeah.
Would another ref not call it?
Yeah, this could have gone either way, bro.
Okay.
Another ref probably would have not called it. There is contact, soft. Like I understand.
Ethan sells it.
Ethan sells it, of
Ethan
course.
sells it.
Ethan
Ethan sells it.
So I get it. If we would have gone against us and no penalty, then I would have understood it. But it went for us, fortunately, and Diego buries it.
Primo, you support a team that manufactures lots of penalties. Maybe it's a bit of an art at Real Madrid when Chris was
Sure.
there. Was this a flop or was there, contact?
There's contact, but it's soft, bro.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
it's super soft. But
Neff is gonna lose his head
It
when
gives
when he
me-
hears
gives
that.
me-
he does touch him.
Gives
It
me
does.
Robin vibes.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Robin?
Like, okay, look,
Robin?
I get, there's contact,
Okay.
but then after the contact, it's like, but
There's a bit of a sale going on.
there's a bit of a sell.
There's a bit of a
look,
sale.
Right,
30%
look,
off.
It's part of the game. Finley's trying to get us a goal. And
Good
he
move.
did.
Good move by
Good move,
Ethan.
good
Good move.
move.
Smart move by
And,
Ethan.
and great finish by Diego, burying it. The goalkeeper guesses the right way, but
Now, what happened after the goal? I want to get Bali in here on that. Diego Fagundes chooses an interesting celebration.
right in his face.
He later comes out on Twitter, which is today in the morning. He responds to Jorge Iturralde from Club Deportes. He tells Jorge that the goalkeeper was chatting mess, right?
Yeah.
That was chirping at Diego, saying that he was going to miss it, probably something like that, right? We know what goes on. I mean, you used to talk a lot of mess back in the day whenever you
Used
played
to.
soccer. Still does.
He
Thank you,
still
B. Still does. But, the celebration was interesting. I told you before the pod that I would like to see maybe everybody get the ball from the back of the net, try to restart the game, because what are we really celebrating? We're celebrating tying up against one of the worst teams in Liga MX at home in front of our fans. So what were your thoughts on the celebration? Are people looking into it too much? What are your thoughts?
I mean, yeah, I agree. I mean, we should have picked that ball up and gone back and tried to look for another goal. But, I mean, it's emotions during the game, and I understand Diego's celebration after. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's all over social media. So, and even the Mazatlan account made like a TikTok or something, just making fun of that situation.
Yeah,
It's just, I mean, we're just we're just a joke. We're a joke club right now. I mean,
I wouldn't call it a joke.
Okay.
I wouldn't call it
It's
a
okay,
joke.
but it's okay. I mean, we just have to take it in the chin right now. We're struggling. They're embarrassing us all around.
I would be a liar if I told you that emotion has never got the best of me. So in that situation, I think Diego was just taken over by
happens.
the moment.
But
You know
also,
what I'm saying?
can I say, like, okay, look, bro, when no Juicy, no Dani, I think everybody looks at Diego to be
The next
man,
guy up.
Next guy up.
Yeah, 100%.
And look, the goalkeepers are gonna talk mess, trying to get you to miss. That's every team. That's every team. You should be if you're a goalkeeper trying to throw them off. And look, the celebration. Maybe we needed that. The game was so boring That
Yeah.
little bit of banter, that little bit of like, come on, like you talk shit, I scored on you, let's go. You know, with the tongue out, this and that. Get the team going. Maybe that giving us a bit of a boost or something, and at the end it backfired.
You know,
Yeah.
y'all
Because
say
they scored.
It gave
y'all
them a
say-
boost.
Y'all say
It
that
gave
It gave,
them-
it,
It
it gave them a
did.
boost. It did.
Y'all say this game was boring, bro. I think this game was pretty. It's pretty
It got-
entertaining.
It took a
I
minute.
thought it was.
I
pretty
say the first
entertaining.
half was boring.
All right. Now moving forward, you can't really make this up. Minute 66, literally seconds after the
Yeah, the
after
kickoff.
after celebrations end, seconds after ATX ties it up, Mazatlan goes back up after Owen spills a poor touch. Maybe he's getting a lot of heat for it, but I don't know if he could have done more because he also the ball kind of goes.
Yeah.
It kind of goes far from him. Montaño from Mazatlan picks it up and just smashes it into
Another
the back of
great
the net
finish,
from
bro.
about, 25, 30 yards out.
Yeah.
Now, I have criticism on this one for Stu. And I know I might get a maybe backlash from a lot of our listeners, a lot of our fans, maybe some people that hear the clip if we make a clip out of this. But I think Stuver has a bit of fault on this, bro, because you can't be beat at your near post like that. You got to be ready for the near post. And Josh Wolf in the press conference, he even mentions how he got beat at the near post and how those things can happen.
Yeah.
So I want to get your take, B, on this goal. You kind of pushed back on me saying that Stuver, looked a bit weak on this one.
You could see him kind of retract his hand. Yeah, that's what you were kind of bringing up. But at the end, the shot, I think it was just a great shot, bro.
Yeah, it was.
He shouldn't be getting beat in his near post, correct. But the shot, the quality of the shot, just sneaking it in, I think it was great. And also, I think by the time Stewart kind of removes his hand, the ball's already in the back of the net, bro. And I mean, just like, what a shot, bro. I mean, the shot was great. On the Owen Wolf, I think his touch, when he got the ball in the box, kind of got ahead of him. And then he tried to kind of, latch at it and to finish. I mean, these guys had their shooting boots on, bro.
The thing is, for me, I'm going to get your take, Bali, is I've seen Stu make some crazier saves. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
true.
I've seen him make some crazier saves. I think this was in Stu's locker to save. Maybe it was an off night, but, of course, great shot. Great shot. Hell of a curler. 30 yards out. Those are freaking special, bro.
Yeah.
Those are real special. Now, Bali, maybe you have something to say on this goal or minute 66. It takes seconds for them to go back up.
No, I mean, I agree. I think Stuber has been so good for us that his expectations are so high for us and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, it was just a great shot, bro. I mean, it's going to be tough. But I agree, man. He should have stopped it. But, I mean, what else could we ask for Stuber? I mean, he's the player that's always there for us, always stepping up for us.
True.
When we
True.
need him, So.
Now, just real quick, a quote from Josh Wolf. He goes on to say, the defending is frustrating. I mean, we have 6 or 7 guys. They have 3 guys on the first one, and we win the first one. We dive at the top of the box in the second one, and it gets shot from 20 or 18 yards out. Wolf on the defending. Very frustrated how we have a lot of guys around, but, we don't end up closing them down.
Ball
I guess you could
watching,
say.
bro. Ball watching.
I guess, brother. Now, minute 70, the subs come in. Will Bruin in for Maxi, which is very weird because he replaced Zardis in minute 15. I was a bit taken aback by that. I don't think it's gotten a lot of attention on Twitter. But what's up with Maxi? Wolf said that Maxi was in a similar space with Zardis on the adduct injury. But then shout out to Michelle Sanchez. She came out with a Maxi clip, a Maxi interview where Maxi was like, I don't know why Josh subbed me out. There's no injury or anything like that. So he was a bit confused by that. So, and then we had a Gallagher replace Adam Lunkovist. Now, minute 72, Ethan dances around at the top of the box and finds Rodney Redes, who picks out Will Bruin, crashing the net. But sadly, he's miles offsides, and the goal gets called back. Primo, you got the goal. It's probably going to come after this one. But, B, I wanted to get your take on the goal that gets called back by Will Bruin. Because we started
Offside.
celebrating. That's it right here.
Yeah, offside. Miles offside too. He's way offside. I mean,
Boom.
we celebrated like it's, I celebrated, bro. I yelled, I was like, let's go. But Miles offside. Can't say nothing about it, bro. And on the whole substitution, I mean, when he comes in, we know.
Bruin, bro.
We know.
He's like 7 feet off size, bro.
Yeah, bro. So look, when he comes in, we know what the decision. Why does Wolf bring him in? We know why. Physicality,
Crash the net.
crash and throw the ball and let him move players, defenders around, maybe get a header and get a tap in. And I think that's the reason why Maxi came off, because I think Maxi provides a different, He doesn't have that for us. So
Okay.
I think that's the reason why the substitution happened. And
Well, then why say that Maxi is in a similar space as Zardes? Why say that?
because look, we
Maybe
can't
he is.
look when Zardes got hurt, we weren't gonna bring Will Bruin in. Maxi comes in.
100%.
So had I think had
That's a good point.
Zardes played through the game, and then we would have been at this position. I think Will Bruin still comes in.
Okay.
Because of why he comes in. He comes in. I mean, look at him. He's got, like, I wouldn't say he's fat or nothing, but he got that dad bod going, bro.
Be real,
You know what I'm saying?
bro, I'm probably more fit
You
than
know,
that
He's got
guy.
a beer belly.
He
I'm
got
probably
that-
more
he-
fit
He's
than
got
that
a
guy.
beer belly.
He
dog.
you know?
he got that dad bod going on,
got a
and,
dad
and
He
you
looks
know,
like my uncle.
he looks like
Like
a,
he looks
he
dead.
look-
He really looks like my
He
uncle.
honestly
Look
looks
at
like,
him, bro.
He honestly looks like my foreman, bro.
He got
straight
that
up.
tan
Bro,
going
like,
too,
how-
bro. You
how-
know, he be out on the boat. You know what I mean, with a beer. But look, he comes in to provide physicality in the box, and you know that's what he comes in for, and
Yeah.
you know.
Now, moving forward, we talked about the subs. We talked about we gotta talk about the chant. Well, we talked about this chant. Sorry, 74 minute 74. ATX corner short pass leads to a chip cross into the box. That's on a path to find Diego, but Owen just gets a super weird clearance on it. He sends it backwards. He kind of clears it out. Just wanted to point that into the show notes. Owen was just maybe it clearly wasn't Owen's best day, but. Minute 88, which is the one that we have here on screen. Mazatlan scores their third via VAR and Bello, B's cousin. A quick VAR counterattack after a good passage of play by ATX. The Mazatlan goalie sets it up because we crossed it in actually right before that. He makes a good little save there to the right. Dinks it out to the left, and that's where dinks it out to the right. I'm sorry, and that's where it really starts off. Galley looks like he gets caught up field, maybe just a little bit. And the only ones that are left back to help on defense was Owen, and I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, Joan Valencia. He gets help from Diego Fagundes, but by then it's honestly too late. It went to VAR. The ref
It was tight.
awarded it. But, Bali, what was your thoughts when that third goal went in?
I mean, just another, another poor goal. You know, I mean, it's just catching our defense sleeping. You know, you could just tell that their Mazatlan's forward were just like, this defense is kind of slow. Let me just make this run. And that's exactly what he did. He made the run, and he was onside. VAR checked it, and they scored. He knew it. Even when they went to VAR and checked, and they called off the goal, the player knew it's a goal. I'm onside. But why? Because he's focused. He knows what he's
tight,
doing.
bro. It was tight.
Neff was telling me at halftime that he heard Mazatlan, because he was sitting pretty close to the field. He was saying that he heard Mazatlan players say that he heard them yell out. He said, "We're gonna kill them on the counterattack." Spanish. They were saying, "We're gonna kill them on the counter. We're gonna kill them on the counter."
En la contra.
And in the start,
And
that's exactly,
exactly what they did.
But I mean,
That's
what
exactly
the game
what they
plan?
did.
Like, we knew coming in, Austin was gonna be on the ball.
Yes.
We knew coming in that Mazatlan's best chance to be on the counter, and I mean, they had their shooting boots on, bro. They had some
100%.
banger goals.
Now, real quick, a quote here from Wolf. He was very frustrated with the players after the game, and really, it looks like this is taking a toll on Coach Josh Wolf because he has that little gray hair coming in.
Bro,
I mean,
them bags are insane.
doesn't look like that young coach that we hired. Which and
It's
honestly,
stressing.
I think today, 4 years ago, Josh Wolf was hired. Today, 4 years ago.
What a way to celebrate your 4-year anniversary.
Now, quote here, it says, "The people that were there," talking about the players, "have the opportunity to take the opportunity, and we didn't do enough with the opportunity. It was there to be done, and we didn't score enough goals or weren't clean enough and didn't show enough quality, poise, and ruthlessness when given the chance." That's Wolf on
I
the
kind of
finishing.
agree with that, bro.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Bro, when we talked about the lineup, we said, he said, we're going to try to put out the best team to compete.
The problem.
Did he not do that?
The
though?
problem with a big chunk of our fan base, I'm gonna throw Bali in there, is that the
What?
first knee reaction is
It's
Wolf out.
Yeah.
Is Wolf out? You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not
So
like- yeah, it was, what is he gonna lace up and score a goal
I
himself?
think
bro, or
Wolf
what?
is spot on with that quote. And
I think
I'm
it's
not,
spot on too.
I'm not a Wolf apologist by no means, but the gaffer has some truth here. I'm
Look,
not
brother,
gonna lie.
2 points. One, he said we're gonna try to put the best team out there with what we have. Did he not do that?
Yes, he did.
And then with that quote, I mean, what else do you want it to do, bro?
Finley had chances. Could have picked out Diego. It could have been a different
Mazatlan
story.
has that swagger to them. Mazatlan they have some players in there that just because they play for Mazatlan doesn't mean that they've quote unquote made it. Or
Yes.
professional.
They're
You know what
still
I mean?
working.
There's what teams you can pick any team in the MLS. and a player you play for them, it's like, okay, you made it essentially. There's no
Correct,
relegation. There's none of that. In Mexico, it's a bit different with these clubs like Mazatlan, maybe like Juarez or other and we play them, Puebla or stuff like that. It's not just because you play with them. It's not like, oh, you're done. You got to be playing for the big clubs, the Americas, the Chivas, you know. So to them, I think you saw that on the field. You saw a little bit of maybe some barrio football, like H pulled out. I said before the pod, and
this is a bit of a showcase for them.
It's a showcase for them.
It's a showcase.
They're the
tournament.
underdogs. You know, we were the ones favorites to come in and win, and then we didn't.
And honestly, mate, I saw some players out there, Mazatlan side, that were wearing purple, that I'm thinking they could be good in their position for Austin FC.
Yeah.
I saw
Me
a
too.
couple players out there that I was like, man, we could go after somebody like that.
Yeah.
Honestly. Now, I want to move forward to another quote. This is Stuver. Stuver was seen to be very frustrated leaving the game. He was pissed. Now, this is Stuver. He says, I was just extremely frustrated that we lost 3-1 at home, and 2, that we didn't respond well after the goal that we scored. And for me, that's just where the frustration sets in. So Stuver criticizing his teammates for the reaction after they tied it up. Boys, why aren't we using the momentum? Instead, we let them take that away from us, and they go back up 2-1. Stuver very frustrated. Anything you want to say on that, Bali?
I mean, Stuver is a big personality in the locker room, you know, and I'm pretty sure he gave it to them in the locker room. I'm pretty sure he let them have it and told the guys that wasn't good enough. You see it in the videos that the club posts that Stuber's always the one being vocal. And, man, I understand his frustration, bro. You know, it's not good enough. And like he said, you know, I mean, how did we just tie the game and 2 minutes go by and they already scored on us?
Not even
Less
2
than
minutes.
2
Not
minutes,
even,
bro.
not
Not
even
even
a minute.
Maybe like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Yeah.
not good enough.
Bro, I recorded Diego score that penalty, and I was trying to post it on the Western TV story, bro.
Gone.
And it's gone. I'm like,
And
why would
it's
I even
gone.
post it, bro?
Now, real quick, one question that I wanted to ask her before we get into the injury talk, which is very interesting now. The list is getting longer. The question that I have, and this is after listening to the Twitter space twice, watching the fan reactions, and really soaking in everything that was going in leading into this Leagues Cup first game, is there an overreaction from the fan base? We knew what we had ahead of us without Dani and Seba. So just to close out kind of the match talk, is there a bit of an overreaction
No.
from the fan base?
Bro, we should be good enough to rotate and win games against the worst team in Mexico. We should be able to.
But do you see what I'm saying about
Yeah.
without Dani, without Seba? Is there an overreaction? You're saying no.
I think that the reaction is justified, bro.
Okay.
Because we should not be losing to Mazatlan, bro.
Okay.
I know we didn't have Dani and Drusi, but we should be able. We have to be a club that can rotate and win. We have to, and we're not. And look,
Are you upset with the loss overall or the margin that we lose by at home?
I'm upset with the
3-1
performance.
is tough.
The performance, bro.
Okay.
Seeing that first half, the team sheet, bro, and not being good enough to get a result against Mazatlan, bro. Even tying the game, bro. You can't even tie the game, bro.
We need a soft penalty.
We need a soft penalty
Okay.
to even
All
get
right.
there.
I
And
see what you're
the
saying.
reaction, I think, is justified because of just like home. We posted a clip of the fan reactions, and I relate to the first guy. He's like, "Hey man, I'm getting roasted in the group chats, bro.
By your Mexican family.
By my Mexican family, my cousins, my friends,
Friends here.
Group chats that I'm like, I'm over here like, hey, it's game day, Austin. They're like, bro, like, come on, bro.
You know what was another point that was being brought up a lot
Yeah.
on the space and on Twitter after was that this doesn't affect Austin FC in any way on signing players or like the image outside of MLS, that we shouldn't worry too much about that. Do you think that the TikToks that are made, the banter that's made around Austin FC, you think that's kind of like affecting us? Or it could affect us long term?
I don't think with player
Image?
signings. I
Okay.
think with the image around the fans, I think so. I think if Austin wants to keep growing and building a bigger fan base, then yes, that does affect it a lot because, bro,
Okay.
I get roasted for even mentioning that it's game day. Like,
They're like, what?
You're
I get that
from
too.
Austin,
I get
bro.
that too.
You're from Austin, bro. You don't support this club. You know why? Because Violet.
Yes.
You know why? Because Open Cup.
Mazatlan.
You know why? Because Mazatlan.
100%.
You know why? Because of these results, bro.
100%.
Because of these results where it's not like we
You're
should be able to come up with a result, bro.
talking
At least
about
a draw.
guys like Saint,
Everybody, bro.
Tato,
Donald.
Don.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It just,
yeah.
you know,
It's
it's
tough.
tough. It's tough because I can't defend this. I can't defend this, and I
Okay.
have to, it is-
Rant right there. Rant
I mean,
right
it's
there.
true,
Be
bro. Look,
rant.
and look, I want to also say something else about the view or image. Look, I didn't know we were gonna have this rant, but look, let me say this: there is a lot of fans, there's a lot of people in Austin who love this sport, who don't support Austin because of stuff like this, but because of other stuff that involves off the pitch stuff. I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but if we want to build up a bigger community, just kind of bring everybody, these results can't happen, bro. They just can't happen. We can't be losing to Violet. We can't be losing to the worst team in Mexico. Respect Liga MX. I'm not shitting on Mazatlan or Liga MX. Liga MX is, I agree with a lot of fans, is a way bigger league, more competitive in my opinion. There's more swagger to them. So no diss to Liga MX, but these results were becoming the laughingstock. TikTok is going crazy, bro.
Speaking of the devil right here, look, the difference between a good team and a bad team, one is defining Cubs, Wolf out.
Damn.
Danny Band's embarrassing. And these are the guys that we're talking about right now. These guys we're talking about right now.
You know,
Now, real quick, me on that point, I'd argue that there's a whole market of fans that are still untapped in Austin on that point.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And I think Austin FC knows that, and I think that they're waiting. Because honestly, right now, stadiums are packed, bro.
They're packed.
And it is not looking like they're going to, be unpacked anytime soon.
Let's be real, though. This season, I think, was a drop-off. I think it's been packed every game. That's bullshit. Mazatlan game was not sold out. It was super spotty.
I don't think that they said that one was sold out, though.
True. But the MLS games before that
the MLS games
weren't up to par with what we've been used to in the first and second season.
But the active sellout streak is still going.
But that's number touching. I don't know what
manufactured stat.
There's some loophole there.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Allegedly, though. We don't want to crash.
We don't want to come back to Wrestling TV. But there is an opportunity and to grow this fan base. We're not done growing. I think you're right. There's a huge amount of people that have not been touched and tapped into to follow this club. And whereas results like this, it's not good, bro.
All right. Now, we spent a lot of time on that. I want to go on to the next topic, which is the injury list. Like we said, the injury list gets longer by the week, boys. We can add Zardes onto it now. How do we make it through the playoff push, which is coming August 20 when we face St. Louis after the Leagues Cup is said and done with some of these big names that are going to be out? Quote from Josh Wolf, mentioned it a bit earlier. I'm going to finish it up. Just the whole quote. It says, Jazzy has an adductor, so the likelihood is that it's going to take some time. Maxi Urruti is in a similar space. I think he's just wearing down. Dani Pereira, it's an AC joint shoulder. It's an AC joint shoulder, so there's weakness. It's a sprain. Rigoni is still going to be 3+ weeks. Sebastian Drusi is just doing some individual work at the end of the week, and Leo Väisänen is still going to be out for probably another 2 months, said Josh Wolf, giving an update on the center back who was giving an update on Leo Väisänen via the Striker Soccer News. Now, the rumor going around is that Dani Pereira's injury is a little bit better than we thought. Yeah. It's not going to take that long, right? That's what's being said. And Maxi, like we mentioned earlier, is saying that there's no injury, that he's confused as to why he was brought out. So just real quick, Bali, your thoughts on the injury list that's going on. Do you agree with the fans that are starting to question the medical staff, the physios, or the high-performance team? Or do you think this is just what comes with signing older players? But, Leo is not old. Ring is not that old. These are very similar injuries that are starting to add up. Is there something there?
I'm not sure. Maybe training. Maybe training is a little too
intensity in training, maybe too much.
Too intense for the players.
The heat also plays a part. The heat, hydration, hydration.
I think that we have a great.
Give them Prime stuff. Give them Prime.
I hate Prime.
Not Prime. No, we're not.
We're not sponsored by Prime. Don't bring them up.
Okay, we don't talk about Prime.
KSI hit us up.
KSI did hit us up. We said no. Go ahead, mate.
I think it's just unfortunate, bro. I mean, some of these players are very, very key for us, and we need them badly. I think Leo, just him being here for such a short time right so far, but man, I mean, how bad do we need Leo there with Julio back there? I mean,
might be a solution coming up.
Yeah, but I mean, 2 months and then extra, give him like at least 2 more weeks to get fit, to get back going.
He could be ready for the playoffs.
But is that enough time for him?
I think it would be. I think it would be.
It's
going
to be tough. It's going to be tough.
Your thoughts, B, on the injury list?
This is a season of injuries, bro. This is the season of injuries.
The season of injuries.
The season of injuries.
2023.
I'm not giving that as an excuse. Like I said before, we should be able to get a result against these teams even with these injuries, but it has been a season of injuries, bro. I mean, no doubt about it.
Some comments on Instagram from the quote edit that we posted, on Josh Wolf talking about the injury. Jazzy Zard is talking about the injury as well. The Mr. Hammer, he says, like, what the absolute F is going on? 7 likes. Somebody, we had long-haired Clooney say, all 3 DPs, both starting strikers, Dani and our new CB, yikes. Capital 512 City said, "Fucking A, it it happens. Gotta keep moving."
I like how you bleeped the first F word.
I
but
know,
not the
right? I
third.
completely missed it. My bad. I'm sorry. Maybe we can bleep that out.
Yeah.
Another user says, Vicenen has another 2 months. 2 months ago, we were told it would be a total of 2 months, which is kind of true. It's kind of true, bro. I feel like it's just like a little Mandela effect or
It's
something.
a process,
I don't know.
man. It's in.
It's always been till September, though. I will argue that.
Yeah.
Let's see, just one more comment along when it says, anyone else concerned that this is the 5th player with an adductor injury this season? What the hell is going on with the training staff? So,
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good
bit
point.
of a question
Good
there.
point.
Good point, bro.
I don't know. I don't want to call for anybody's
Yeah,
job,
me
but
either,
I
me
just
either.
I just want them to look into it.
Yeah,
Look
for
into
sure.
it. That's all. You know? Let's see. Anything else we want to add on the injury list, boys?
Too many.
Pray,
Too many.
pray nothing comes
Sana
up
colita de rana, bro.
and that they get well soon.
Yeah.
If anybody knows of like a curandero or like a, somebody that blesses,
Yeah.
can we get something in like the training room or
Yeah, we need to do that.
the locker room or something? Like, can we just
Yeah.
like spread some like holy water? I think that'll help some of the boys. I don't know.
I think
Maybe
so
not
too.
everybody. But let's see. I want to move forward, boys, if we can. FC Juarez is up next for Austin FC in the Leagues Cup. Score predictions and the expectations for the match. Now, if we're not mistaken, we want Juarez to beat Mazatlan 1-0. That's
so
what we want.
A lot depends on Wednesday's game. If Juarez just slaps around Mazatlan, it's over for us.
It's over.
We need Mazatlan to get a result against Juarez for us to give us any chance. But who even cares, bro? I totally switched up, bro. I had like some sort of chance. We'll see. Bring FCito, bro. Bring FCito. I'm profe. I'm profe all the way now.
Profe
I'm
was
profe
onto
all the
something.
way.
Profe was
I'm
onto
profe
something.
all the way. I'm Brad all the way now. The fan reactions, I'm all the way, bro. Let's rest everybody. Let's
Yeah.
bring FCito. Let's give him some experience. Let's not get too crazy and lose 6-0. But that's it.
Now, remember last episode when y'all asked me what were my expectations of the group, and I said with everything that happened with Sporting Kansas City, getting out the group would be awesome.
Oh yeah, you did.
And Bali made fun of me. You laughed. And
Because-
now look at us, bro. Now look at us. All right, it would be awesome to get out the group, and it's probably not gonna happen, bro.
It's
Now,
not gonna happen.
I want to get your thoughts, your expectations, and then we'll get into some score predictions.
I mean, it was never going to happen. I mean, just be real.
You think we
But-
got a chance?
No.
No.
I mean,
We're not.
it's done.
We need
It's
to beat
done.
Juarez
It's
3-0.
done.
4-0.
Yeah. I mean,
Bro, you can't
It's done,
tie
you
against
know
Mazatlan.
what?
Why do you laugh like that?
bro.
Why do you
can't
laugh
tie
like that?
against Mazatlan, bro.
Why do you laugh like that? You can't hide it.
I just
You-
the
you
thought
can't
of
hide
that.
it?
The thought of that is insane. We need to
Come
beat
on,
Juarez
bro.
3-0. Does that not make you laugh out loud?
I'm-
bro?
No.
That makes
You
me
know,
laugh
It
out loud.
makes you
LOL.
want to cry in the corner
over
over there with the ghost.
I actually want us to go all out and to try to at least go out with the fight, because I understand. I mean, I understand we
I like
won't
that.
win it. We won't
I
win
like that
every game, because
Ooh, I
that won't
guess.
happen. We won't win every game. It's tough to win every game, but I mean, at least show fight. Not go out like a bunch of cowards like we did.
You
You
know what I
know?
want to go down like? I don't think you're gonna get this reference, Bali. A lot of listeners will. I know B will. Maybe Primo will. I want to go down like Jon Snow. right when all those
Yeah.
horses are gonna come at him,
Battle of the Bastards.
and he's like, you know what? All right, let's do it. Gets his sword out.
Yeah, what a scene.
30
Scene.
horses
30
are coming
horses.
after him. I want Austin FC to go
Yeah,
down
man.
fighting like that. Just all right, let's go.
But you know the difference?
Bring it.
This is like after that, you got to get up and play St. Louis, one of the best teams in fucking MLS, bro.
That's true.
You know,
That's
so
true.
yeah.
Score predictions, Primo. Starting off with you.
Versus Juarez? I think we're losing 2-0.
2-0, we're losing.
We lose 2-0.
Tough.
I see
B.
like a 3-1 again. We lose.
3-1, 6 goals against us in the Leagues Cup.
Yeah, I think Juarez is just
We might end this tournament with the most goals conceded, y'all. Is that a possibility, Primo? Can you check who has the most goals conceded after match day 1 in the Leagues Cup? See what
Still
the
too early to
results
tell,
are?
Maybe.
After match day 1 though.
No, I mean, yeah, look, everyone's just a 1-1.
Salt
0.
Lake. Okay, so
Oh.
Salt Lake scored 3. So
Seattle.
Seattle got
-3.
battered. Us in Seattle.
Yeah.
Cincinnati too. Goals against Cincinnati got 8-3 of them. Okay, yeah. So us, Cincy, and Seattle, all
Wait,
MLS
Cincy's
teams.
playing right now, though, right? They're playing Kansas City. Am I tripping right now? Yeah, there's some games going on right
Oh,
now
yeah.
as we speak.
Okay.
Yeah, they're playing Kansas City. They're
Alan
already-
Pulido got that red card. We just saw that. Remember?
Ooh, yeah. I
So
seen that.
look, it's too early, but I just have no confidence going into. Look,
I need you to believe, though, bro.
look, is Drusy gonna play? Is Dani gonna play? If so, maybe we got a chance to draw. Or maybe we get a win.
Hold on. Is that me selling false hope? Is that what Bali's talking about? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, bro. Like,
What you think? What you think?
you saw he's trying to sell me false hope. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you see that?
You know what I'm saying? I almost bought some.
Hold on.
I almost bought some.
You
man.
have to believe.
Damn.
Is it wrong to say that though? Is it wrong for me to tell listeners that, you
like-
know what? Not that we got a chance, but that we got to respect our players enough to not just say, they're gonna get their ass kicked. It's over. You know what I'm saying? There's still a match.
It hurts less.
There's still a match to analyze. There's still a match to dissect, so we can come on here and have a good show. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just not gonna disrespect these guys and say, it's over. Can't even do it versus Mazatlan. We're gonna do it versus Juarez. I don't want to avoid that. I don't want to sell lies, give false hope. But I see what you're saying.
Okay.
I see what you're saying.
False hope, brother.
All right.
I mean, look.
No, you know what? Let's believe. We'll win. We'll win.
Nah, chill.
We will
look.
beat Juarez, and it will be a 2-0 W at the Q2. We will
Hey,
win.
You never know.
Yeah. You know what I
never
do
know.
say though?
We
on
haven't
that?
seen Juarez play yet.
But we've seen them tear that up in Liga MX.
But
Nah,
Leagues
they're
Cup has
playing
been
well.
different
They're
because
playing
some teams are not taking it serious.
all right,
Maybe
well,
Austin
hopefully
FC
they don't take it serious. But I mean,
We'll see.
we'll see. But
We'll
you know what? The whole belief thing. I mean, look, bro, you can't shit on fans either for believing, bro.
Yes.
You can't do that because
100%.
this is the sport, bro. This
Yep.
is the game.
Yep.
You know, this is why we love the club so much.
Yep.
I love this club so much that it hurts when they lose. So it's almost like a Saul's. There's a word
Yep.
for this. It's like a Saul's like a low expectation, so it hurts less. You know what I mean? So it's just you can't. There's people that are gonna believe. There's people that are gonna be like, hey, it's like, whatever. Everyone's different, but you can't shit on people that believe. And I want to believe, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
But if I do,
Yeah.
it's gonna hurt.
I don't believe.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, bro, but it is what it is. It comes with it. Now, I want to go on to... Wait, needs score prediction from you.
You said 2-0 now?
2-0. Yeah,
Yeah.
2-0. Primo said 2-0 defeat.
I say like a 3-1.
3-1.
Defeat or win?
3-1 defeat, bro.
I'm gonna
Damn.
say we tie 1-1.
Let's believe.
Hold the
Hernan.
fort. We
Let's
tie 1-1.
believe.
We tie 1-1 and we win in PKs.
Okay.
We tie
Okay.
1-1
And then we're out.
And then we're out.
And
And then we're out. Yeah. And then
But
we're
we
out.
go
and
down
then we're out.
fighting. We go down
We go
fighting.
down fighting. We
We
go
go
down
down
with
fighting.
the
A lot of this depends on the Juarez Mazatlan game on Wednesday, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
All right, boys. Now I want to move on to something that developed today. It was released by Tom Boger. The headline that I have here on my notes, it says Matt Hedges close to signing with Austin FC from Toronto. 500,000 in GAM will be sent to Toronto from Austin via trade. Now, this is what Tom Bogert released today via The Athletic. Hedges, 33, signed with Toronto in free agency this winter after previously spending his entire career with Austin's rival FC Dallas. Hedges made 14 appearances for Toronto after 310 with Dallas, making his MLS debut in 2012. Hedges is Dallas' all-time leader in appearances and gets to return to Texas where he and his family are comfortable. Interesting there. He also goes on to say Austin has lacked depth in central defense this season, but has already added U.S. youth international Brandon Craig on loan from the Philadelphia Union and are now close to bringing Hedges into the group. Julio Cascante and Lovaisen are the club's top two natural options in central defense heading into the summer transfer window. The move continues Toronto's rebuild of their roster following the June firing of head coach and sporting director Bob Bradley. Now, the tweet here, Primo pulled it up. It says, breaking news. Tom Borger released it. Austin FC closing in on deal to acquire center back Matt Hedges from Toronto FC. Sources tell The Athletic. Final details being ironed out, but Toronto expected to receive $500,000 in GAM via trade. So, starting off with you, B, what are your thoughts on this signing? Just, kind of marinating in it right now. What are your thoughts?
Looks like it's happening. This gives me Matt Beasley vibes. He's coming in to help out, maybe to be a better option than Kip. Although Kip's kind of been, I guess playing better than those, the beginning of the season. But I feel like, he's just a quick fix for our center back situation. I think he's gonna slot in right next to Julio, and finish out the season. 500,000. He will be the highest paid center back in our team. So experience.
Well, real quick, 500,000. Sorry, 500,000 is what we're gonna be sending to Toronto to acquire this player. He's on a contract with Toronto that he signed with them in 2022 that goes on until 2024 with options for 2026. And he's going to be receiving, like you said, $776K. So that's where we're bringing him on.
That's the way I see it. Look, man, he's coming in. He's going to slot in next to Julio. Keep my fall as a third-string center back. And then the youngin that we got from Philly, man, not even see minutes. When Leo comes back and he's ready to go, I think Leo slots in next to Julio and he becomes our third string. He's going to be here next season, right? This is his contract. So I think this is just a bit of a fix in our center back situation. We could have used this a while back, maybe 2 months ago. But it is what it is. We're getting the job done, and Matt Beasley vibes. I mean, look.
I don't know if 2 months ago this would have worked out.
True,
obviously because I think just how Tom Boger noted in his article, this is kind of a sale. This is a Bob Bradley player, right? So everybody that was brought in by Bob Bradley is now being shown the door at Toronto
because
they're in a rebuild. So it's a good signing and it's a bad signing. Now, we got to be real about it. A lot of fans are coming out and criticizing the move because he is a experienced center back. I don't want to say old. He's an experienced center back. He's 33 years old. But we've seen that in MLS, you can be a guy like Chiellini. I don't want to compare the two, Matt Hedges, Chiellini. but you don't have to be a young stud to kill the MLS at center back.
And that's why Liga MX clubs are.
Do you see what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I see.
You get that point?
Yeah, I get you.
So at 33, FC Dallas legend, most appearances for that club, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. He knows the Texas climate. He's not going to be complaining about it being too hot, like we've heard from other previous guys. True. How do you feel about this signing, Bali? He's going to be one of the highest paid, I think the highest paid center back. If we do get him on that contract, I think we obviously will. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I would like to go in and maybe bring in a better, maybe a younger center back, but that costs a lot of money, plata, dinero. That's something that we don't have right now. So I mean,
500,000.
And you also don't want to make a center back a DP.
Exactly.
You don't.
Exactly. So this is, I mean, we're working with what we have, and this is the type of player that we can work with and we can bring onto the team. I mean, he has experience, bro. He's been playing at Dallas for his whole career. Yeah. So that tells you
All-star, defensive player of the year. But
all of that.
When we wanted to pull up some highlights right now for the people that hadn't seen him, we couldn't find anything recent. That's what B pointed out. Everything is older than 6 years.
9 years, 6 years, 11
like
years.
So that tells us he's an experienced center back.
It tells you that he's very old also.
I mean, 33 years old, brother.
33 is up there.
Soccer terms, I guess.
We got to be real.
To put it simply, this is how I see it. He's gonna come in, slot on next to Julio. When Leo comes back, obviously he's our talisman center back. He's gonna play, and then maybe there might be some competition between him and Leo. I mean, him and Julio to see who plays next to Leo. That's the way I see it.
I think Julio has it locked up. Real quick, some stats that I have jotted down here on Matt Hedges. He was picked up by Dallas in the 2012 draft, the Super Draft from North Carolina. He had 310 appearances his entire career pretty much with FC Dallas. He has 18 goals, 4 assists for our rivals to the north of 35. Signed as a free agent in 2022 by Toronto FC. He's only made 14 appearances there. Now, that's another thing we got to talk about. Is he's been very injury prone. Concussions and leg injuries have been keeping him out. That's why he's been criticized by some of his Toronto fans. His current market value is at $1.2 million, so that's interesting there. Traded for $500K in GAM, which is what we just discussed right now. Currently on a $776K contract in Toronto, so that's what we'll probably get him at. Contract goes until next season, so we'll have him until the end of this season and the next with options for 2026. So we'll see what happens then. Injury prone, concussions and leg injury, like we just mentioned. And Toronto, as shit as they've been this season, they've only won games when he's been on the field as a starter.
Okay.
That's interesting.
That's very interesting.
Okay.
They've won very little games, but the games that they've won, he's been on the field as a starter. They've lost games with him on the field, but with him, they've seen 3 points. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think he comes in, slots next to Julio. Boom. Finish out the season.
100%. Some other stuff. 5 appearances with the U.S. men's national team. He's a Gold Cup champion. And like we just said, former Defensive Player of the Year and former MLS All-Star for some several years. Now, we got to talk about the injuries. A lot of fans, listeners of the podcast, and also, just followers of Austin FC on Twitter, they were very vocal. The conversation even went onto Instagram. We could pull up some of the comments real quick. Right here is, we have a user on Instagram says, good stuff. Experienced defender is what we need. Michael Fellan, he says, do we get a trophy for the oldest team? La Guardia ATX says, we saw Inter Miami bringing in 30-year-olds, and we don't want to get left behind. Terrible signing. The Wizard says, ex-FC Dallas player, but we don't have a different chance, I guess. Yeah. Aaron Jimenez says, he's been fighting injuries in Toronto, so it makes sense to bring him to a team who has been having a lot of injuries. I'm hoping it works out, but I don't want to get my hopes this high.
Yeah, don't sell him high hopes, H.
Somebody else said Matt Beasler 2.0, just what B said earlier. JS Shannon Hudson says exactly what we need. Interesting. And then last comment I'll read says, Wolf just collecting CB just so they can watch Kip Keller tear it up. Hedge and Craig will be a nasty duo, clapping it up on the bench as Keller passes the ball to the other team and tackles Stu. Jesus.
Oh my God.
I should not have read that one.
Oh my
I
God.
should not have read that comment.
Well, our fan base
I should not have read that comment.
Our fan base is something else. Wow.
One more. You know what? One more so we can forget about that one. Oh my God. Look at this one. Struggling with injuries? Another injury-prone player? I don't know about this one, Austin FC. I understand we need a center back, but I'd find one that isn't injury-prone at least because that's the last thing we need.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
So, boys, I mean, one more question that I want to ask on this guy. How does this affect the Austin FC backline? Will Ring finally be freed into the midfield?
Hopefully.
And what is our defensive ranking now? Cascante, number 1 center back, obviously at the moment. Hedges, is he number 2?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
For now.
Yep.
Kip Keller, is he number 3?
Yep.
Yes.
Brandon Craig, is he number 4?
Yes.
Alex Ring, can he be freed now?
Yep.
Yes.
But the question is Wolf going to bench his son? That's the question.
A lot of fans have been calling for
He won't do that.
Now, we got a little bit of information out there today on Instagram and Twitter and on Threads also. We realized that AMRO Tarek has unfollowed the club.
Oh, AMRO.
On the center back topic right now. Now, a lot of people were saying, oh, you're looking too much into it. You're reaching. These things matter. Yes or no?
Yes.
These things matter, correct?
Yes.
AMRO Tarek, I believe he even took Austin FC off of his bio. Still following lots of Austin FC players.
Bye-bye.
And when I first took note of his follower count was at 725. He's now at 719. So I'm watching everything.
Yeah.
I'm watching everything. I'm watching everything from top to bottom. We're Austin TV. We gotta know what everything's going on with these players. All right. Personal stuff, we leave it out. But if it has to do with the sport, we put it out there so the fans can know. Now, AMRO Tarek unfollowing the club is a very interesting situation because it happens on the day of us being linked with the center back, Matt Hedges.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add on that?
Bye. Should have been gone a long time ago. We should have left him in DR.
Why did he even come, bro? I mean, honestly,
whoever signed this guy responsible to sign this guy. I mean, come on.
It was Wolf. It was Wolf.
He is the worst. He is Austin FC's worst ever signing. I don't know if there's gonna be one that's worse than that. I mean, I don't know if there's can someone be worse than that.
Him and. Yeah, I think he's
who else?
No, I think that's him.
Ceci?
I mean, a lot of people.
Ceci was scoring bangers.
No, a lot of people maybe would say Corozo, maybe, but Corozo actually
had an assist.
It wasn't his fault. He had an assist. It wasn't his fault.
He has an assist though.
I'd say maybe Ben Sweat, Ulises Segura.
No, he played.
I think Ulises Segura could be one of.
Okay.
Maybe Ulises.
Joe Corona.
No, but I think AMRO. I think AMRO was the worst.
AMRO is the worst signing in the history of this club.
AMRO came on.
The short
history. He did a mistake that was horrible, and then we never saw him again.
B said that there was a worst signing in history. I said that was a bit harsh.
That's not harsh, bro. Someone's got to be the worst signing of this club, and it's him.
Reina?
We should have.
Reina could be the worst signing.
Not Reina.
He should have been left in DR, bro. They should have told him the plane took off at 6, and they actually took off at 2, bro. That's what they should have said.
That's harsh, bro. That's harsh, brother. Primo, can you bring up the tweet on Twitter? The tweet on Twitter, which is gonna be changed soon.
Yeah, obviously by the time you're
X.
listening,
When this podcast comes
it might
out,
not even be Twitter anymore.
Twitter
It
will
won't
be
be
a
Twitter
completely
It'll
different
be
thing.
X. Or
It will be X.
Yeah,
XI
go,
or something.
go to the picture of AMRO Tarek leaving the club, or not leaving the club, but unfollowing the club, and let's see what the comments say. I want to read some
Oh,
of
there
those.
was some there was some,
Real quick,
there
we're
was some
coming to
funny
the
ones,
end
yeah,
of
some
the
quote
pod.
tweets.
All right, we got Jordan. He says, "LOL, see ya." Fucho says, "Who?" Drusy Stan account says, "See ya, wouldn't want to be ya." See
Oh,
ya.
we can't read that one.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh,
no,
hey,
Oh,
hey,
God,
hey,
damn.
damn.
Cesar Murillo says, "Get his bum ass out my club." A lot of hate.
Ooh.
Bro,
for
yeah,
Tarek.
get
A lot of
out.
hate. We have Hernan G, WAATV, whoever that is. He says, "We have to move on. I can assure you he will never be forgotten."
Dang,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's how he typed it, as just like you said it.
Just like that. I mean, he will never be forgotten.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
He will be the face of our Champions League disaster.
Michael Heyman, shout out my G Michael Heyman. He says, "Already knew he wasn't in Austin FC's plan going forward. I preface this by saying I'm not sure if Tarek is a good player. The only thing it makes you wonder is how will other players, parentheses, on and off the team, will view a player making one big mistake and being shut out of the team." But honestly, on that note, Mike, really good tweet there.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
Very
it was
good.
one big mistake that led to a huge fallout. A huge fallout had to happen behind the scenes because he hasn't seen minutes since DR, bro. And we're in a center back crisis. And he looks fit.
This guy, get him out.
He looks fit off
This-
of the pictures that he posts every day.
I don't want to talk about this guy anymore, bro.
I
When
feel
can
you,
when
bro. I
can we
feel you.
move on?
Can you go that just real quick, a little bit more? Jonathan Flores laughs. Vanilla, got his CV. He says, "AMRO Tarek CV with Austin FC. Scored the first Austin FC goal in CCL. Got dunked on twice. First player to complete a perfect 100% shots on goal.
Oh my god.
More IG stories than playing time. Only cup was drinking a Diet Pepsi."
God damn.
That's true. I think that's good, Primo.
Yeah,
A lot of hate.
Yeah,
for
people.
Tarek.
Yeah, bro. He's
A lot of
the
hate.
worst signing for Austin FC.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Now,
Get him out of here.
all right, we've shown our feelings for Tarek. Primo, is there anything you want to add on Tarek? Because you were one
Primo's
of his
actually a
biggest fans.
Tarek fan, no?
Tarek.
He was a big Tarek stan.
Yeah.
I
He kept sending us his selfies.
He was- yeah.
Bro.
He was Primo's wallpaper for like 2 days until I told him, bro, what the heck?
And it was just a selfie.
Yeah, not even like an edit. It was just a selfie.
In my house, in my apartment, if you go around, there's no pictures of me and my wife, just AMRO Tarek. AMRO Tarek.
Oh my god.
I love
No,
that
for
guy.
real, for real. Primo.
Nah,
What,
no,
what,
be
what,
real, bro.
what do you think,
It's
It's
man?
the eyes right.
unfortunate, bro.
Oh.
It's just like, man, it sucks for the guy, but at the same time, like that big mistake in DR, I don't even know.
Mistakes, bro.
I don't even know how he's taking it. I mean, to be posting on Instagram, it seems to be not really bothering much. I don't know what his plan is after Austin FC. I don't know if he has another team lined up, but or if he's just gonna be a free agent for now. But whatever his deal is, looks like we're getting someone new in, and I'm just excited for that.
Wish him well, right?
Wish him well.
Wish him well. Now,
Yeah.
AMRO Tarek could be on the move out. Matt Hedges could be on the move in, boys. Overall, are we excited for Matt Hedges?
Yeah. Yeah, experience. He's going to plug in right next to Julio. I think he's a better option than Kip. At the moment?
So I think he's still going through a little bit of an injury right now. He's recuperating.
Injured.
Real quick, can you pull up the transfer market just before we end
my
the show? I
What are we
think he's
doing?
coming back from an injury.
What are we doing?
I don't think he's 100% ready
What
to
are we
go.
doing?
I'm not gonna lie, haven't paid too
Well-
much attention to Toronto to know it right off the bat, so we're trying to pull that information
Well,
out.
if he's healthy, he slots in right next to Julio right away. If he's not, then I guess Kip is going to have to keep playing next to Julio until he is ready.
Let's see, we're almost there. Toronto, where you at?
It seems like
He's off the injury report,
Yeah, it seems like he's off
which
the
is
injury report.
good. See if you can go to transfer market real quick. Oh yeah, search up. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, perfect. Sign transfer market. Yes, sir. And yeah, we'll find that information there real quick.
Excited,
Now,
bro.
as we find that information, boys, a little bit of Messi talk, real
No,
quick.
yeah, the free kick, bro.
The goat.
The GOAT.
The goat.
The
The
goat.
goat.
Now-
Bro. I mean, the
Why you
goat.
say it like
The
that,
goat,
bro? I mean,
Go to detailed performance data, Primo. That long blue bar. Blue Chew. Scroll down a little bit. So go up top where it says filter by club. Go to Toronto. Right there, yes, sir. Toronto, and then
We
show.
My brother, being a Barcelona fan, he had the game on while we were watching. While we were at Q2, so he had it on his phone. We were watching the first half.
There you
It
go.
was a
keep
great
scrolling.
game.
Yeah.
So based off
I was
of
watching-
those,
I was
off of those
watching it
dates,
also.
keep scrolling. So look, boys, on screen here we have the times that Matt Hedges has been out this match.
Oh boy.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I see more
5,
red
6,
than
7,
white.
10 games.
Yeah. Why do I see more red than white, bro?
Leg injury, not in squad,
But-
concussion,
Squad.
He did play against
concussion.
Chicago.
which was July 16th.
He played 21 minutes.
Perfect. So he's
back.
coming back.
So he's back.
He's coming back from injury.
He's
Oh,
back.
boy.
So that's what we're dealing
boy.
with.
So he's in a slot in right next to Julio, bro.
Yep.
In my opinion.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're cool with Gali, Julio, Matt Hedges starting right off the bat.
Yeah, I think so.
Nah, I don't think so.
Maybe
think
a
so.
game. Maybe get a game coming off the bench, right? You don't want to start off right
Come-
away.
yeah,
He
facts.
played against
He played against us.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. They lost to us, by the way. They gave us one of our big wins. 1-0. All right, boys. Well, real quick Messi talk, just like we
yeah,
said.
bro, I mean, we
Go.
watched them come in. Honestly, like, I mean, you can't hate, bro. This is like one of the biggest moments probably in the MLS in American sports history. Also, for him to score the game-winning free kick in the last minute of the game, I mean, you couldn't have wrote a better script than that, bro.
I agree.
I mean,
Movie-esque.
just how can you not at least enjoy this, bro? And not necessarily enjoy it, but embrace, like, at least respect the fact that, like, wow. I mean, come on, dude.
Now, apparently, LeBron James called it. He said that he knew that Messi was going to score the goal.
No.
He was obviously live there watching it with a lot of celebrities, along with Kim Kardashian. Speed was even there.
Yeah, you seen
I
the
don't
vid-
want anybody to mention Speed to me.
You brought him up!
As of right now. After this, I don't want anybody to ever bring him up. Don't send me anything of him. I'm done with that kid. He's a Messi fan now. He's a freaking Messi fan. But we got the goal here
Yeah,
on
right
screen.
there. Look at that. Boom.
Top bins.
Top bins in there. Game 1. Set
What a
match.
goal.
3 points.
What
Let's
a
go.
goal.
Celebration in Miami. Fireworks. I mean,
That's a goal right there.
you couldn't have wrote a better script than that, brother.
That's a
And
good
not
goal.
only that, he was cooking, bro.
Yeah, him and
He was
Busquets.
cooking, and said
Him and
he was
Yeah,
Busquets.
and
cooking,
Busquets
bro.
was.
Him and
You know what?
Busquets, Bali.
That's the first time I see that stadium full like that, man. It
Well,
was
of course
packed.
it's gonna be full, bro.
It
It's
was
just-
packed.
It's Messi's debut,
Yeah.
bro. Look at that.
I'm happy for Miami. You know, it's just gonna bring lights to and all eyes to the league,
to the
man.
league. I mean,
This happened Friday, right?
Yep.
Messi's goal Friday.
yeah, Friday night. Yeah.
I went to one of my friends' party. I want to hit my friend's son's party.
Your
Dang,
son.
your son.
My friend's
like,
son's party. Sorry,
Okay.
my friend's son's party, and a lot of Messi fans were there. Conejo, Bryant, right? And I was just looking around, and there was other Messi fans that I knew, right? But I was looking around, and every Messi fan that I've encountered after this Friday night event has been in such a good mood,
Yeah, bro.
and I cannot stand it.
I bet.
I
I
cannot
bet.
stand it. Messi fans are up right now, bro.
Yeah.
And
CR7 fans are down,
I hate to say it, but Messi's the GOAT.
Yeah.
bro. And then
Messi's the
not
GOAT.
only
Messi's
that,
the
but then
GOAT.
this is right before Ronaldo saying that the Saudi league is way better than the MLS. I mean,
And then they got clapped by
and they got
Benfica.
Benfica 4-1. But hey, look, Arsenal got clapped MLS All Star. So I mean,
That speaks volumes of the All Stars that went. Gali did not deserve to go down like that.
yeah.
But boys, before we close out the pod, just real quick a mention of Austin FC. Today they lost a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, they
We
did.
were kind of watching it. I was watching it at home, getting ready to come to the pod, and then the halftime and a little bit of the second half was on my drive over here. But they lost a 3-0 lead.
They did against the best team in the league.
Learning
Colorado.
experience for them.
Yeah,
Learning experience, bro. And now what was interesting is that the players that were called up for Leagues Cup went to play in the game against Colorado. Now, I'm not sure exactly, Primo, maybe you can pull that up real quick, what players started for Austin FC. We can point out the guys that were
CJ
on.
started, right?
Yeah, CJ started and got a goal.
Yeah.
Got a goal. So shout out to CJ Fadri, Sal Mazzaferro got a goal, and also Sebastian Pinot. They got the 3 goals for Austin FC. They lost
But
that 3-0 lead,
We
bro.
lost a 3-0 lead, brother.
That's unacceptable.
So Fadri got subbed out. Dave Fadri played all 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're going to start. So it looks like Juarez game, we're going to have to field a lot of first-team players again. Wow, interesting. Let's see. Primo's going to pull the lineup real quick for Austin FC, then we're going to
they
close out
played-
the pod.
Yeah. I'm sure they're
All right, right there. So Micah Burton was called up. CJ Fabry was on that roster. Valentino Well was on that roster. Chick Ture was on that roster. And Damian Loss was on that roster. So they all started for FCito. So they got significant minutes.
Yeah, and honestly,
Interesting.
look, just one last thing on my take earlier. I wouldn't even want to throw FCito out there, bro. That's kind of fucked up, too. Like, what if they just get fucking spanked or something? You know what I mean?
That's true.
We can't do that, and that'd be messed up. So
Maybe CJ. Give him
Maybe
maybe a
CJ.
couple.
Valentino.
Exactly. I
maybe.
see your point, B. I
Yeah,
see your
yeah.
point. Now, thank you, everybody, for tuning into another episode of the Top Flight Pod. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. We'll be back next week
Yep.
reviewing the Juarez match and where we stand in
Yeah.
the Leagues Cup.
Yeah, we'll be back.
We got a break until St. Louis, most likely.
Yeah. Also, support the show. Link in the description. Get you some Packley snacks. Support the show. If you fuck with us, I mean, get you some snacks and you know,
And
use promo code WAATV.
very important.
10% off your entire purchase. So, yeah, show us some love.
And watch party coming up. Mention it one more time.
More info
Watch
coming
party, Walnut Creek Pub, August 26th versus FC
Dallas.
Dallas.
Copa Texas Showdown.
We'll have more information coming soon.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all later, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Later.